What's up, YouTube? Honestly, it's so good to be back, and it's been so long that I can't even remember where I left off. I've just been working through life, honestly, keeping up with the house, keeping up with the gym, keeping up with kids and everything else. So I'm not gonna get into a whole lot of what I've been doing the past 2 years, just because it really hasn't been much and I don't want to bore you with it. So we're gonna get right into it today. As you know, as you're well aware, I'm sure a lot of you are, we're in the middle of a quarantine, day 48, something like that. I've been quarantined since March 13th, but this is the gym. It's changed a little bit since the last time you guys saw it, I'm sure. I don't think I had this insulation up last time. Put the squat rack over here, a little more room, dumbbells, attachments, got some more mirrors, still got the old powerhouse in here, a couple of dumbbell handles, some cones, fat grips, and things like that. Another bench, some mini bands, but it hasn't changed a whole lot since the last time you guys saw it. This whole quarantine has been kind of a blessing for me because it's forced me to work out a lot more, and I don't know, I've just been more dialed into my nutrition and my training lately. Speaking of training, so the last couple years, I want to say a year of that, I took off heavy lifting completely. Nothing over 135 because I just had this setup. Just had these bumper plates and the bar, and then I got like 300 something more pounds of weight. So I think total in the gym it's like 390. So that's what I'm working with. Past, I want to say 8 or 9 weeks or so, I've been running 5 times a week full body program by Jeff Nippard. If you guys don't know who he is, I will link his channel down in the description box below. 8 weeks before that, I think it was, I did the German volume training. That was very interesting, very boring, but I think it worked. Staying active a lot more, going for a lot more walks. Like I said, training a lot more, 5 times a week now, with the other 2 days being like an explosive plyometrics day, and then 1 full day of rest. So that is where we're at right now. I recently bumped it down to 3 days a week because I am doing this new full body program called Huge in a Hurry. So it's essentially, it's a 12-week program that's 3 times, so 1 day on, 1 day off sort of thing. 3 days on, 4 days of rest, but I've tweaked it to include my plyo day because one of my goals this year is to dunk. 26 years old and I can't dunk a basketball. Something I've always wanted to be able to do, but my knees, I have terrible knees. So I've been using this quarantine time to work a lot on strengthening my knees, developing stronger glutes, and that sort of thing, hamstrings, because my hamstrings were lacking. And so yeah, so it's 4 days a week with 3 days rest. It's a little bit different from the 5 times a week, which was I was training 5 days in a row, full body, taking 2 days off, and then starting again. Ran 4 weeks of that program with the strength numbers provided, the strength percentages, I mean. And then the other 4 weeks were hypertrophy based. So the bench, the squat, the OHP, and the deadlifts were all, they went up from like 4 to 6 reps to like 8 to 12 reps. It's hard for me because I like training at least like 2 days in a row before I take a day off. Trying something new, and I usually don't do like workouts that you find in Muscle and Strength. Old copy of Train with Steve Cook on the cover, and seen this interesting workout, Shortcut to Strength, the 4-week program by Dr. Jim Stoppani, and it got me thinking. And then I was doing some research on this. This is where the plyo, actually get the plyo day from, but was doing some research into that, and I found the Huge and Hurry program, so I decided to do that instead. Which I really hate to go back to a traditional bodybuilding split, bro split at this point, because I'm so used to frequency training. Been doing it way back in the push pull legs days, so I don't know. I did a lot of that when I first started lifting. A lot of traditional, like chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs sort of split. And I don't know, I need more. So I decided to kind of mix these two workouts together. I just got done sipping some Mr. Hyde, and we're gonna get right into this workout. 8 sets of 3 with 85 to 90%. And honestly, with only having around 400 pounds in the gym, I'm probably going to be working with 340 to 360 today. And I've recently switched back to conventional deadlifts. Not something I did a whole lot early on. I've been doing sumos for as long as I can remember. Never really gave conventional a chance until recently. So I've been liking it. I haven't been having any lower back pain or knee pain lately, so I've been feeling really good. And yeah, this is my dedicated deadlift space. Got a couple pads I'm gonna throw down just in case. But yeah, let's get right to it. Shout out to Cody Jones, Deadlifts and Desserts. I'll link his info down below. He's selling these shirts for I think about $30 a piece, and all the proceeds are going towards the World Health Organization and to fight the good fight. I also have one of his other shirts. And this is the back. Strive to do better is his brand. So, shout out to him.
Psych, you guys are getting a voiceover for the first video back. First off, I just want to say that I hope everyone is staying safe during this pandemic, and I just want to apologize for that shaky intro. It's been about 2 years since I've been on camera, so what you're seeing there is anxiety mixed with pre-workout jitters. So I just wanted to talk about a little bit more about the direction of this channel and where it's heading. As you see me doing some warm-up stuff here for the hips and the glutes. These are great. These are called clams. What you do is you wrap a mini band around just above your knees, and it really opens up the hips. But so yeah, first video back, and it's a little bit difficult, as you guys can probably tell, to talk and have the music going at the same time. So I figured a voiceover was just a little bit easier. So the past 2 years, just because I haven't been posting does not mean that I have not been brainstorming ideas for the channel. And so I've been doing that, and I've also been looking into some editing software that I'm going to try to get to really bring the quality of the videos up, because one of the main reasons I stopped doing YouTube in the first place was, well, one, I just became busy with life, but the other was I just was tired of putting out quality that I didn't feel was my best, and I don't want to look back on my early videos and think that they're all trash. So I was experimenting with my camera here, and a lot of the shots didn't seem to come out too bad. As you'll see this first clip of me deadlifting, I think the camera is a little crooked. I can't actually see the footage on my camera unless I connect it to my phone, but then I wouldn't be able to have the music. So a lot of these shots, you'll just see me kind of testing out the angles, making sure, what looks good. You can see everything. The lighting later on in this video, as I start to get into the later hours, I think it becomes a little bit fuzzy, but like I said, I'm working on that, so try to bear with me, guys. Um, let me tell you, this first muscle tension day of this program is not for the faint of heart. I know that this is by far the hardest day. This is my second week on the program. The first week I kind of just started at 315 and moved up 10 pounds until I got to 385 for 2. I failed in the last rep, but with only having 390, this is just kind of what I have to work with. But felt super weak this day, of course. So I stuck with 345 for all my sets, for all my triples. And by the 6th, 7th, 8th set of deadlifts, and then you move on to 6 sets of heavy bench. The program actually calls for dumbbell flat bench, but my dumbbells, my Meka dumbbells as I call them, only go up to, in order to have both the same weight, I think they're only about 90 pounds can fit on there, 85 or 90 pounds. So that, for having both dumbbells, is not enough weight for that rep range for me. So I switched it over to bench, and that's why you'll see me doing a little bit of bounce here, just because I'm pretty worn out at this point. Doing 85% of the deadlifts, and then again for bench, moving on to dumbbell rows here. So the bench, the dumbbell rows, and the seated dumbbell press are all 6 sets of 4 with about 85 to 90%. So pretty heavy. It's a very taxing day, I must say. That's my daughter. She wanted to say hi. But yeah, like I said, it's very taxing on the body. Just trying to keep that tension in there, but also trying not to burn out from volume, but trying to get the highest muscle recruitment possible. But like I said, I've been brainstorming ideas the past 2 years, and I'm really excited to be back on the tube. And I got some great video ideas for you guys coming up. Been writing stuff down, like I said, planning, just doing all the stuff behind the scenes, doing my research and everything. So I hope that you guys can keep it rocking with me here as I do a little bit more stretching. Like I said before, I've been really trying to work on strengthening my knees, so I've been doing a lot of this stuff before and after my workouts. I also plan on doing a video on what has helped me so far as stretching and exercises go that have really been helping my knees feel good lately, for anyone who has patellar tendonitis or something like that. So be on the lookout for that video, guys. And as always, thank you. CB Fit signing out. I'll catch you in the next one.